truly believe that the only way to live the best life, happy all the time, is to constantly be doing what you want to do. Every thought you think, it's your thought. You do it. And if you're working for someone else, you're doing their thoughts. If you're with a group of friends, they're going traveling or on a night out, you're doing their thoughts. You're not doing your thoughts. Each person has their own unique, call it thought system, connected to things in their life, relevant to where they're going, their family, their career choices, their friends, what they watch, what they read, outside of what their friends see. It's what you do when you're by yourself, what you think about when you're by yourself. The only way to really live a fulfilling life is to constantly think and do. I call it applying action to every single thought. I have Tourette's, which is basically a build-up of excessive thoughts, just going over my head, on and on and on, round and round and round. And I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't applying action to those thoughts. I was just laying in my bed, thinking about my goals and my dreams, not doing anything. Thinking about the past, not doing anything. And then when I started to be present and start doing thoughts that enter my head, that have relevance and value, not just nonsense, that's when life changed. If you don't apply action to your thoughts, they will stay in your head. It's like a dog. When it remembers its tennis ball is in a drawer, it will whine and whine and whine until you give it to him. And if you don't give it to him, he's just going to keep whining. And then you give him the ball and he's happy. The same as a biscuit for a dog. If you give a dog a biscuit, he's happy. But if you don't give the dog the biscuit, he's going to whine and whine and whine. Our brains are the same. You can say if you think about a cigarette, you're going to keep thinking about it until you have a cigarette. If you fancy a Chinese takeaway, you're going to be thinking about it until you get it. What that's saying is that each thought eventually will manifest and become a reality. And if you don't take action on your thoughts, they will stay in your head and they will build up and you'll become unhappy because you're not getting what you want. You'll become stressed because there's so much stuff you need to do that you haven't done. Like, for example, if you've got a to-do list on the weekend, but you're busy, you're going to get stressed that you can't do it all. That's the same as thoughts. You need to be doing everything you think of. Sooner or later, you will be doing those things that you think about. Whether it's going to the cinema, going on holiday. It may take a while, and for most people it does take a while, but eventually those thoughts will materialize. You want to get a new bed, you'll probably get a new bed at some point. You want to get a new phone, you'll get a new phone at some point. You want to have dinner at a certain restaurant, eventually you'll do it. But think about the quality of your life if you applied action to everything right now. What if you wrote down everything that you've ever wanted to do that you haven't done, and you made a plan to do it within 1 month? Like, your goal is to go through the checklist and tick off as many things to do. So on the weekend you'll go scuba diving, you'll go bungee jumping, you'll go go-karting, you'll go to your restaurant you've always wanted to go to, you'll get your new TV, you'll get your new bed. 6 things you could tick off that you've basically had in your head for months and months and months. There's only a certain amount of thoughts that you've thought about that you need to do, and once you've done it, they're done. So if you were to do it all in the shortest amount of time, just imagine how free you'd feel with not having stuff to do. Imagine how happy you'd be having done all those things that make you happy. Then you can think of new stuff, and then those things will make you happy. You'll have less stress knowing you want to have to do them. You will constantly think of new stuff because of how it makes you feel. And it's the opposite. Think about how sluggish you feel when you know you've got to do stuff. You've got to make your bed, you've got to clean the kitchen cupboards, you've got to cut the grass. And it builds up. You don't want to do it. The more stuff that you have in your head, the more you don't want to do. But then if you cut the grass and you clean the kitchen sink and you go go-karting and you go scuba diving and you drop off that card you should have dropped off ages ago, you're constantly just in this flow state of thinking, doing. And then because you're thinking and doing, you're in alignment in real time with your energy. Meaning, if I think and do shit and I'm thinking about somebody, the chances are I will see that person when I'm doing something. because energy just keeps building up and flowing. If I'm thinking about somebody and I've got to do this, I've got to do that, I've got to do that, that person's going to be over there. But if I'm not doing these things, that person's still going to be over there, but I'd never see them because I'm here thinking about stuff I need to do. I'm not doing it. So when I start to do it, I end up being in what I call real time with my thoughts, with my energy. So start doing all the stuff that you know you should be doing now. Write it all down. Write a plan to try and get as much of it done as possible. Doesn't matter what it is. Weeding. If you thought about getting a new blender, NutriBullet, go and get it. If you thought about getting something on Amazon, do it. Whatever you thought about, do it.